I want to share with you some very basic information about the end-of-life documents everyone needs in order to control how our health care and finances will be managed if we become incapacitated or when we die. Now, I am not an attorney, so please do not consider anything I share with you as legal advice. My goal is to help you understand what's needed and encourage you to engage the services of a good elder law or estate planning attorney who will know all of the intricacies of your state laws and will be able to help you get your ducks in a row so you can protect yourself and the people you love. Now, there are 3 must-have end-of-life documents, and they are 1, a will or a trust, 2, a durable power of attorney, and 3, an advance directive. Now, these documents allow you to make decisions about your health care, including life support and tube feeding, and control what happens to your money, your business interests, and your possessions upon your incapacity or death. Now, trusts and wills are similar in that both documents allow you to determine what happens to your stuff when you die. The big difference is that property left in a trust doesn't have to go through probate court, which can be a really lengthy and expensive process. With a trust, you assign a trustee to pay your debts and distribute your assets to the beneficiaries upon your death. A well-designed trust can help avoid or at least reduce estate taxes. Now, a trust can be settled in a matter of weeks. A will going through probate can take months and cost thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. So that's a will or a trust. Now, every person also needs a durable power of attorney. Now, the name of this document may be different depending on where you live and what state you are in. This is a legal document that grants specific powers to another person to make financial decisions on your behalf. You can grant general authority, which would give that person the right to spend your money just as you would. They can pay your bills, buy and sell real estate, make gifts. They can access your safety deposit box, etc. Or you can limit the scope of their authority. That is entirely up to you to determine how much control you want that person to have and when you want their power to begin and end. Now, you can choose a relative, a close friend, or a professional, such as a CPA, to serve as your durable power of attorney. But this is really important. Whoever you choose, do it very carefully and make sure that that individual is absolutely trustworthy, because in essence, you are giving that person the keys to your kingdom. So be certain that this individual has good judgment when it comes to money, that they know how to manage their own, and that they have no financial difficulties of their own and will always put your needs and your best interest above everything else. Now, the third document is an advance directive, and in this document you state your wishes regarding tube feeding and other life support measures. You can choose to let your physician decide. You can give the authority to your healthcare representative, usually a relative or a very close friend, and you can let them make the decision. Or if you are absolutely certain you do not want your life prolonged, if you are suffering with extreme pain, if you have no chance of recovery, or if you are in a permanent state of unconsciousness, you must specifically state what you want in the document regarding life-sustaining treatment. So when your instructions are recorded in your advance directive, your physician and your healthcare representatives are legally obligated to obey your wishes. Now, what happens if you don't have these documents in order and you do become incapacitated and you can't manage your health care or your financial affairs? Well, it's not pretty. A judge will appoint a representative to visit you to determine your physical and mental state. And if that individual decides that you cannot care for yourself, the court will appoint a guardian to manage your health care and personal affairs, and possibly a conservator to manage your financial affairs. Now, this can be expensive and cumbersome and embarrassing. But most importantly, when it happens, you cede all control to the court. Takes it out of your hands completely. And if a person dies without a will or a trust, your estate will go into probate. And according to your state's law, a judge will determine what happens to your property. Generally, it will go to your spouse and children. If you have minor children, it's up to the court to determine who is going to get custody of these kids. If you have no living relatives to inherit your property, it will go to the state. I think we can all agree this is not a good plan. Now, there's one more important document that you might want to discuss with your doctor, and this one is called a POLST, P-O-L-S-T. This document outlines a plan for end-of-life emergency care that reflects both a patient's preferences and a physician's judgment based on a medical evaluation. Nationally, it is referred to as portable medical orders. It has different names in different states, including physician-ordered life-sustaining treatment. Now, the form is usually printed on brightly colored paper, and people who are elderly, frail, or seriously ill are encouraged to tape it to their refrigerator so that their wishes are known if first responders or any other emergency medical health representative is there to administer care. So to get this document, you will need to speak with your physician, your medical provider, and they will help you get an understanding of what your choices are and help you complete the form to make sure that it accurately reflects your wishes about receiving emergency medical treatment. Now, getting your ducks in a row isn't fun. However, when you think about the emotional stress and the potential conflicts families experience when there are no clear instructions about life support and no legal documents stating who gets what after a person dies, I think you will agree with me, at least I hope you will, that it is well worth the time and the money you invest now to get your ducks in a row.